Season 43, the meta base is kicking a lot of people's butts, mine included. It's been the absolute bane of my push so far, this layout. So I wanted to touch base with you guys because I expect there's other people out there who are either loving this base because they know how to beat it and they're using it themselves like me, or they're struggling to find a way to break through it and beat it consistently and still get a good time. So today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So the meta base is this one with we've got 2 rows of defenses along the front, 2 shock launchers, both covering the beach, and then a Simo in the middle to try and take out the Gramps, obviously. And then at the back, we have 2 ERs with some flamethrowers and machine guns around them so the ERs can't be crittered, with then rocket launchers to shoot down and take out the Gramps as they're clearing through the front stuff down here. And then you've got obviously the mines here as well, because after the Gramps have cleared through all of this stuff, they're naturally going to head up towards the rocket launcher and flamethrower up here. Of course, then they've got to walk through all the mines. So I'm going to show you how to take it down consistently and get a good time. So let's just do straight that. I'll jump in and show the first battle. Okay, as you can see, this guy had max rocket launchers as well. This was for a time of 2:19 left on the clock. Okay, so what you need to do is I'm using 3 boats of mechs, and then Sparky and Critters, and then obviously 5 boats of Bombardiers. Dropping the mechs first, spread across the beach, then a few boats of Bombardiers in behind, and then you need to drop a shock down on one of the shock launchers and the Simo. That way then they can get into position. You can drop a smoke down here if you've got it to help the mech get up to the top of the ramp, stop it getting shot locked by the shock launcher over and over. Once the shocks wear off, you need to reapply the shock on the Simo because that's the thing that's going to target the Gramps. The 2 shock launchers don't really matter at this point because they're being distracted by the mechs anyway while the Gramps do the damage. So what we've done is 6 boats here so far, and then as these guys turn the corner and start taking out these buildings, we're dropping 2 boats of Gramps as far right as you possibly can on the beach. That's because then they'll come up the ramp and they'll head straight up the top towards the rocket launchers at the back. You might still get 1 or 2 that will peel off from the main pack as well. Once they get up the right side, you need to drop a shock on the rocket launchers so that the Gramps can take out either the 3rd or the 4th rocket launcher. And by that time then, sometimes they'll get through that and they'll already be on the ER, which will give you a really quick time, or they'll be just getting through the defenses, just help speed things along. Sometimes you can throw Critters on the ER at the back and they can give you like a time of 2:40. Okay, so this one is a 2:26, a little bit faster. Again, with the mechs up front, 3 boats of Gramps and Sparky, shocking the shock launcher and the Simo. This guy had mortars as well. Didn't have any normal mines, but he obviously did have boom mines. So then once they get through that shock launcher, you just need to reshock the Simo, like I said. Let them clear. You'll get a feel for when you need to drop these 2 boats over the far right. The more stuff that's at the back here and the further forward it is, the earlier you can drop those boats. Fewer defenses up here, and the further away they are from the beach, the later you have to leave that drop, because what will happen is otherwise they'll drop and they'll head straight down this way with the rest of the pack and you won't get any value from the late drop. So you can see as these guys get through these few buildings and the shock launcher is when I then start dropping the next 2 boats. There they go. That's because I want them to go up top. I don't want them coming down here. You can see they turn the corner, around the corner, run up the back. They start taking down everything down on that back ER before this one even goes down. Super quick time for 2:26. The ones that do have the rocket launchers that are slightly lower at the back and further to the right means you can drop the 2 boats of Gramps that little bit earlier. So you can see here, as we got through this stuff, this guy didn't have a Simo either, so we just shot the cannons. We let the mech die there on the left-hand side. We didn't really need to worry too much about it. You can see that we've only just cleared the corner here, and we've already dropped the boats. They're already moving up towards the top, and once they get up there, drop a shock, these guys will take out the first rocket launcher before it can fire again. Usually with a little bit of troop health in the tree, you can tank these rocket launchers pretty well. With the Gramps, you don't need to like rush to get the shock down because they can take a couple of volleys. As you can see, these guys then turn the corner to come up to the top. These guys are already working their way through these flamethrowers and onto that back ER, and then that was a time for 2:29. High tech tree is pretty naked still. We've got max gunboat, max landing craft, shock bomb. We have got tick 3 on the troop health, but that's relatively new. You don't actually need that for this hit to work. You can do it without. The Simo as well is key to it, and yeah, so that's how you take down the meta base at 3 ER, guys. Not sure how much longer this one will be the meta, so if you do come across it, this video will help you out how to beat it. Check out the video on stream right now if you want to see some of the other strategies being used at 3 this season. Thanks for watching. Smack the like, smack the subscribe. I will see you on tomorrow's daily Warships live stream. Catch you later. Peace.